Hey, what's up guys? Black Friday 2020 is only a couple days away, so we thought we'd go through every single deal online and filter out the good deals only for you. We want to make it clear that majority of these items we have selected are for gamers and with some other general tech products. We have broken down this video to subcategories in the timeline so you could go through only the items that interest you the most. Make sure to stick around until the end of the video for some of the deals that we have chosen as our favorites. Before we get started, a quick disclaimer that we are not being paid to promote any of these deals. Those are the deals that stood out to us the most this year and we wanted to share it with you guys. So if you want to support our channel, please consider subscribing. Now let's get right into it. We are starting off our list with gaming monitors as our first category. During our research, we found an overwhelming amount of great deals, so we're going to go through these items pretty fast since we have so much to cover. All links to every item that we discuss will be in the description below. Alright, first, this is the lowest on our list in terms of price. This is the 27-inch monitor from HP. Now with this price, of course, you're not going to get the highest specs. But this is a great monitor for general use like watching videos, reading emails, etc. Perhaps you might get this as a gift for somebody. Normally this monitor sells for $250. You can now grab it for $110. Next, we have another 27-inch monitor from Samsung. Normally this monitor sells for $400. It is now down to $280. This is a perfect monitor for gaming with 240 refresh rate, 1920 by 1080 full HD resolution. This is definitely a great deal for the buck. Next, we have another 27-inch monitor from Gigabyte. At $299, this monitor has 165 refresh rate, slightly lower than the previous one, but this one packs a high resolution 2560 by 1440 with FreeSync compatibility. This is another great monitor if you're on a medium budget. Next, we have a 34-inch curved monitor from MSI. At $310, this monitor packs 165 refresh rate with 2560 by 1440 resolution, AMD FreeSync technology. This is definitely a cool looking monitor with exceptional specs. Next, we have a 34-inch ultra-wide monitor from Westinghouse. This looks very futuristic and cool. 3440 by 1440 2K resolution at 100 Hz refresh rate. I really like the RGB back panel on this one, it looks very cool. Next, we have a 31-inch Asus TUF gaming monitor, 2560 by 1440 resolution with 140 Hz refresh rate. FreeSync and adaptive sync technology at $360. This is definitely a great deal with a really good screen size. Now we're getting into the high-end monitors with the 27-inch Acer Predator, 2560 by 1440 resolution. That is the closest thing to a 4K monitor. With 140 refresh rate, you could also overclock this monitor to 165. G-Sync technology to get the buttery smooth gameplay. This monitor is a little expensive, but definitely a great deal for what you get. This monitor is currently selling at $507. Next on our list at $530, we have a 27-inch monitor from Aero's completely frameless gaming monitor with 2560 by 1440 IPS panel, 165 refresh rate. Normally this monitor sells for $650, you could grab it at $530. Next, we have the new Samsung Odyssey G7, 31-inch curved monitor. I was honestly surprised to see this one on discount since it was recently just released. 2560 by 1440 resolution with 240 Hz refresh rate. G-Sync compatibility and all the bells and whistles. Normally this sells for $800, now you could grab it for $600. If you can make the investment, this is one of the best high-end monitors out there on the market today. And now we have the Samsung CHG90 series, super ultra wide 49-inch monitor. This is actually the monitor that I currently own. This has been the best monitor I've ever owned, and honestly with the screen of this size, it has made video editing and music production and many other things very convenient. So it's fair to say that you really have to have a reason to buy this one unless you have plenty of space on your desk and you're looking to fill it up. Now for specs, you get 120 refresh rate, You could overclock it to 144, 3840 by 1080 resolution. Normally this sells for $900. I bought mine at $1,000. You can now get this for $750. Next, we have the successor of the previous monitor, the Samsung Odyssey G9 series. Now this is where things get ridiculous. Again, I was definitely not expecting for this one to be on sale since it was just released not too long ago. Now let's get to the specs. The monitor is extremely curved. I think this might be even one of the most curved monitors out there. 5120 by 1440 resolution with 240 refresh rate. 3.0 USB ports, AMD FreeSync and G-Sync technology. Normally this sells for $1,500, it is now down to $2,050. Of course, this is not going to be for everyone, but for a few people, you might be interested in this. Now our favorite from the list has to be the 31-inch Asus TUF gaming monitor. This one stood out the most since it checks out all the specs without compromising performance. Alright, that's it for monitors. Now, next category we have Prebuilds. Now this is another category where we found some really good deals. If you are looking to save time on building a computer and just buy one that's already built and designed for you. First, the lowest on our list in terms of price is the iBuyPower Gaming Desktop. A quick rundown of the specs. Intel i5, 8GB of memory, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 1650 for graphics card, 240GB SSD plus 1TB of HDD. This is a great deal if you're on a very low budget and you still want to get a really nice looking PC with all the RGB bells and whistles. Normally this build sells for $730, you can now grab it for $580. Next we have another budget PC from CyberPower. With a little higher price tag at $750. For specs, you get the AMD Ryzen 5 series 3600 processor, 16GB of RAM, and for GPU, Radeon RX 5600 XT, 1TB of hard drive with 500GB of SSD. This is definitely a great deal if you're looking to spend little under 1K. Alright, next we have a medium budget pre-built PC from Skytech. For specs, you have the Ryzen 5 series 2600X processor, 16GB of DDR RAM, 500GB SSD, RGB fans, built-in Wi-Fi with Windows 10 installed ready to go. This one will be at $900. Again, if you're looking to spend little under 1K, this is a great deal for you. It looks really nice and the specs are good as well. Next, we have a great pre-built PC from HP. This is the Omen. This is definitely one of the coolest on our list. For the specs, you got Core i5 9400F, NVIDIA RTX 1660, 8GB of HyperX RAM, 512GB of SSD. This PC is compatible with virtual reality too, and of course with Windows 10 pre-installed. For $965, you really cannot beat this deal. Next, we have the Asus ROG Strix pre-built PC. Normally this PC sells for $1,500, it is now down to $1,100. For specs, you get the AMD Ryzen 7 series 3700X processor, GeForce RTX 2060 Super for the graphics card. The graphics alone is half of the price of this computer, so definitely a good deal. It has a really cool open panel on the side with RGB fans all around. Up next, we have the Alienware Aurora Ryzen Edition. For specs, you get the AMD Ryzen 5 series 3500 processor, AMD Radeon RX 5600 GPU, 245GB of M.2 drive, plus 1TB of SATA hard drive. This one normally sells at $1,300, you can now grab it for $1,100. A really solid PC with great parts for a little under $1,000. And for our last pre-built PC, again we have Alienware Aurora Ryzen Edition. However, this one is almost twice the price of the previous one. For specs, you get the AMD Ryzen 7 series 3700X processor, the new NVIDIA RTX 3080 graphics card, 16GB of dual-channel HyperX DDR4 RAM, 1TB of M.2 SSD. This PC packs quite the specs, of course, it comes with the price tag. Normally this sells for $2,300, you can now grab it for $1,950. Definitely a great deal if you are looking for a really high-end PC. Now that's it for pre-builds, but our favorite on the list has to be the $1,100 Alienware, a really solid build for the price. Next category, we have gaming laptops. First on our list is the Asus TUF 15-inch gaming laptop. For specs, you get the Intel i5 processor, 8GB of memory, NVIDIA RTX 1650 Ti graphics card, 256 gigs of SSD. At $600, this is definitely a great entry-level gaming laptop. The fact that they include an SSD for the price is really amazing. Second on our list is also from Asus. This is the TUF 15-inch gaming laptop. For specs, you get the Intel i5-10300H processor, 16 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabytes of SSD with 500 gigs of hard drive. For graphics, you have 1650 Ti. For the graphics card, you have the 1650 Ti. If you're on a medium budget, this is definitely a great deal at $730 only. Third on our list, again, is Asus. Well, Asus went all out this year with the best deals on laptops, I think. I really think this one looks pretty cool. AMD Ryzen 7 series with 8 gigs of memory, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060. 512 gigs of SSD. This is the Fortress Gray Edition. Normally sells for $1,000. You can now pick it up for $800 only. Again, very cool gaming laptop under $1K. Next, we have a 17-inch gaming laptop from MSI. For specs, we have Core i7-10750H, GeForce RTX 2070 for graphics card, 16 gigs of DDR RAM, 1TB of hard drive plus 512 gigs of SSD. Really cool laptop with solid specs, 144Hz refresh rate. It is good to see a gaming laptop with a high refresh rate. It also comes with a pretty cool RGB keyboard. Last one on our list is a high-end 15-inch gaming laptop from MSI. This is the GE66 model. For specs, you get Intel Core i7, 32 gigs of memory, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 Super with 1TB SSD. Definitely a really good looking laptop with high-end parts. Normally this sells for $2,200, you can now grab it for $1,700. This is not going to be for everyone, of course, but if you're looking to invest in a high-end laptop, this is the one. Alright, this is it for gaming laptops. Our favorite from the list has to be the $800 Asus TUF gaming laptop. Great deal considering the specs and build quality Asus is known for. Our next category is going to be peripherals. To kick off our list, we have the Razer Chroma gaming keyboard. This is a full-size mechanical keyboard with RGB lighting. I really like the handrest that comes with this keyboard, very cool, looks very comfortable. I do not own one, but I probably should. Normally this sells for $100, you can now pick it up for $80. To match the Razer theme, next we have the Razer Viper with Chroma RGB mouse. This is going to be half off from $80 to $40 only. Keep an eye on this one, I expect it to go out really fast. Up next, we have the Logitech G502 gaming mouse. This mouse has 11 programmable buttons on the side and it looks pretty badass for $40 only. The normal price is $80. Next, we have a mechanical keyboard from Rosewell. This is the Neon K42 fully RGB with 6 configurable hotkeys. Normally this sells for $50, you could grab it for $30 only. Next, we have another Logitech mouse. This is the G502 wireless gaming mouse. You could adjust the weight of the mouse by removing or adding the weights. Normally this sells for $170, you could grab it for $100 only. Up next, we have the iconic Corsair K70 fully mechanical keyboard, of course with RGB. I used to own this keyboard and I really like the low profile design. This normally sells for $150, you could grab it Friday for $90 only. That is a really good deal. And for our last combo, we have the Logitech G604 wireless gaming mouse. I really love the black finish on this mouse. It looks really cool. Normally it goes for $125, you could grab it for $45 only. That is a good deal. This is another great deal coming up this Friday, so I think it'll go out really fast. Keep an eye on that. To match the Logitech theme, we have the G8115 RGB mechanical keyboard. Very cool, slick design. Normally priced at $200, you can now grab it for $150. Alright, that's it for peripherals. Our favorite from that list has to be the Razer Chroma keyboard with the Razer Viper mouse. For $120, you have really nice keyboard and mouse combo to match your build. To complete your computer setup, our next category is audio. Kicking off this list is the Razer Kraken gaming headset with noise isolation. This normally sells for $80, you could grab it for $50. Up next, we have the Arctis 5 wired headset from SteelSeries. Normally this sells for $100, you could grab it for $70. I used to own this headset and I really like the balance between the low and high frequencies. Again, this is a great headset for gaming but not for music, I think. Next we have the Logitech Model G635 gaming headset. This is completely wireless and it's got a really nice black finish all around. Normal price is $100, you can now grab it for $70. Up next, we have the Void RGB Elite Wireless Stereo Gaming Headset from Corsair. I really think very few headsets are good for music listening and gaming at the same time. This one is definitely great for both. I currently own this headset and they sound amazing for $80 only. And for our last headset, we have the Razer Nari Ultimate Wireless Surround Sound Gaming Headset. This is pretty much the holy grail of them all. The cushions on the headsets are actually infused with cooling gel technology. I thought this was pretty cool when I was reading about it. Normally sells for $150, you could grab it for $116. That's it for audio. Our favorite from the list has to be the Razer Nari. Because you stick around all the way to the end of this video, we have put together some of our favorite deals that we wanted to share with you guys. Here is the bonus category. Kicking it off, we have our favorite on the list, none other than the Razer Viper Ultimate. We recently did a video on this mouse and discussed why we thought this was the best mouse in the market. Luckily, Amazon is discounting $50 off of this mouse, so you could grab it for $100 only. This has been my #1 mouse for some time and I don't think I plan to switch to another mouse anytime soon. Definitely check it out. Next we have the Asus Gaming Router Tri-Band Wi-Fi. I recently bought this one on full price but don't regret it at all. You will notice a significant change in Wi-Fi speed and connectivity all around your house. I bought this for $350, you can now grab it for $300 only. Definitely worth it, especially if you're a streamer or you upload videos on YouTube or any other platforms. Next on our list is the GoPro Hero 8 Black Livestream Edition. This is a bundle including accessories like SD cards and attachments. Normally sells for $400, you can now grab it for $300. Last item on our favorite list is the Galaxy Wireless Buds with the charging case. Normally this sells for $130, you can now grab it for $80 only. That is a great deal. Well, that sums it up for our Black Friday favorite deals. If you enjoy watching this video and you want to see more tech related videos, please consider subscribing to our channel. Thanks for watching. This has been Kyoto Reviews. See you guys on the next one.